They say the wind speaks up north. That when the snow settles and your fire dims, you can hear something calling. Not a man, not a beast. Something in between. A creature born of hunger, of madness, of winter. This is the story of the Wendigo, the spirit that feeds on the flesh and the soul. The Wendigo is rooted in the legends of the Algonquian speaking peoples of North America. Tribes like the Cree, Ojibwe, and Innu all speak of the malevolent spirit that wanders the frozen forests. It's not just a creature, it's a warning, a punishment. The Wendigo appears when one gives in to the darkest hunger, cannibalism. And once it finds you, the hunger never leaves. Traditional stories say that the Wendigo was once human, but through an act of consuming human flesh, their spirit became corrupted, twisted, possessed. The man was no more. Only the Wendigo remained. But what does the Wendigo look like? Well, that depends on who you ask. Some stories describe it as a tall, gaunt, a skeletal figure with gray, decaying skin stretched tight over its bones. Others say it's the head of a deer, with antlers, jagged branches, and eyes like dying embers. Its lips are torn, or even entirely missing, revealing bloody teeth. It reeks of death. It walks without sound, and it watches. No matter the form, one thing always remains the same. The Wendigo is hunger incarnate. The more it eats, the hungrier it becomes. It is never satisfied. Reports of Wendigo sightings span over 100 years. In the late 1800s, a Cree man named Swift Runner was tried and executed for murdering and eating his own family in the Canadian wilderness. Locals claims he had been possessed by a Wendigo, and even after death, they say his eyes never stopped looking for more. In 1907, a trapper in Ontario claimed to have found giant tracks in the snow that circled his cabin for days. He heard whispers. He saw antlers moving just outside the tree line. He left and never returned to those woods again. Some say the Wendigo doesn't just appear when you're alone. It waits until you are. In recent years, the Wendigo has crept into popular media. It's appeared in films like Ravenous and Antlers, and shows like Supernatural and Hannibal, and even in games like Until Dawn. But often, Hollywood changes the story, adding their own spin. The original Wendigo wasn't just a monster. It was a spirit, a warning about greed, selfishness, and losing your humanity to survive. It's not a jump scare. It's a slow, creeping horror. A reminder that under the right conditions, any of us could become the thing that we fear. Today, some people believe the Wendigo is real. Not as a beast in the woods, but as a metaphor. Something psychological. Wendigo psychosis is a term coined by early psychologists to describe a rare mental state. A person believes they're transforming into a cannibalistic creature. In isolated, freezing conditions, it's hard not to imagine how madness could take hold. Still, others swear it's something darker, something supernatural. And every winter, someone claims to hear it again. The crunch of snow, the whisper of wind, the distant sound of chewing. So, what do you think? Is the Wendigo a spirit? A warning? A monster? Or just our own hunger turned loose in the cold? Let us know in the comments. We're dying to hear your theory. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more haunted history from High Country Haunts. And remember, if the fire goes out, don't look into the trees.